Hello, friends. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Tori. I am your Arizona wedding and family photographer. Today's video is going to be this image that you see on the screen. A beautiful image that I took on their wedding day. Under the veil shots are one of my favorite newlywed shots to get. This bride in particular had requested that, so I took way too many of under the veil shots and then obviously narrowed it down. This is one of the images that I chose. So I thought this would be a really good example to show you how I edit these kinds of things. We were in the woods in this, so it's very dark. It was at golden hour, but honestly, the sun was very much down. So, and I didn't want to use a flash for this image. Actually, that would have been very blinding to the couple. So, let's take a look at a couple specs first, as we always do as we get started. I shot this on a 35 millimeter. My camera is a Nikon D750. Highly recommend. Really, really great in low light situations. So 35 millimeter prime lens, ISO 400, f-stop 3.5, and I shot this at 1/200th of a second. Okay, let's first crop this because I don't really want to do the full image. Look how crispy that ring is right there. Okay, I want to bring this down maybe right there. Actually, let me try one thing real quick. We want to do this shape could be like an album spread if they chose to have an album spread because the middle of the page would be right in between them. Okay, let's do about there. Sorry, sometimes cropping just takes me a minute. So we got the veil above them. We still have the wedding ring right there. Let's go ahead and remove some contrast. We're going to brighten it up a little bit. Definitely going to warm it up. I love warm images so much. I'm going to, yeah, bring those highlights down a little bit so that way we can see her head and his head. Bring those shadows up, bring up the whites, bring down. Actually, I'm going to bring down the blacks, but I'm not going to do it with this tool. I'm going to do it a little bit down with a tone curve. I'm going to do some clarity, some dehaze. There we go. Now it's definitely getting a little bit more bridal, a little bit brighter, but still kind of warm. All right, let's go ahead and play with the tone curves. I'm going to go to the little gray one. I actually don't know what that one is called. I just call it gray, just because it's gray. Let's see what it looks like if we were to bring, no, I don't like that. Let's bring it, let's leave that bottom one there. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. So it's just a little tiny difference. See? Turn it off, turn it on. Okay. Okay, so in this image right now, we have a lot of oranges and a little bit of red, not too much, but I definitely want to play with bringing the red up because you see if you move your red slider on fair-skinned, well, she's more fair-skinned than him, it kind of brightens it a little bit. I like to do that. And same with the orange. Brighten it up a little bit, brighten up a little bit of yellow. I'm gonna bring the red tones down just a tiny bit. Okay, now what this image needs is some brush work. I'm first gonna work on her skin. It's very important for brides to have skin work done, so I'm gonna use my skin softener tool, which by the way, I got these through the brand Luxe. They produce brushes and presets, really good things. I highly recommend that. I think they're on Etsy. Ooh, please don't quote me on that, but you can definitely look them up on Facebook. All right, we don't need it to be at 100. Let's start about 73 and just start brushing. Yeah, you see that? Very, very nice. I'm gonna give him some too. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna do a new one, a new brush, and this time I'm going to add some clarity into her eyelashes. And of course, that ring, actually her hand, because she has a very nice hand and nice nails. Add some clarity there. I'm going to add some clarity to her hair. Oh, do you see that dynamic change when you add clarity to curls? Oh my goodness. Love that. You don't want to go crazy, but just a little bit. A little bit goes a long way. Everything in moderation, right? All right, I'm going to add some clarity to her lips. We have a little bit more drama there. And to his eyes and his ear. All right. I think that's good for clarity. The next brush I want to do is blacks, do shadows. I'm going to paint on his suit. Okay. Let's do it like this so we can do lots of different things under one brush. Yeah, bring that down and bring up the contrast, bring down the blacks. Get it just a little bit more painted on here. We don't want to completely black out his suit, but that looks much, much better. And add a little bit of clarity so we have that detail. I like that. All right, friends. Next, I want to play with the veil a little bit. What am I going to do? I'm not sure, but let's find out together. Let's paint this veil. All right. Let's maybe add some more whites into it. Let's bring down the highlights so we can see that sun peak and then also the top of their heads. Do we want to add contrast or take it away? I think we're going to take a little bit away. And then for sure, I would like to bring down the texture so it's very soft. Yeah, that looks really, really good. I like that a lot better. And what if I bring up the whites a little bit more? There we go. Cool it down a little bit. I just brought the temperature down to -7. With veils, white veils and dresses, I'm always playing with the temperature, the white balance, and highlights. All right. What if we bring the clarity down on it too? That kind of adds like a soft, romantic. All right. I think the last brush that I want to do is just on their skin for a little bit of brightening. Not a lot, just a little bit. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Okay. I'm going to see what it would look like to add a little vignette. No, I'm not going to do a vignette. You know what? I just double click to reset that. What I am going to do instead, I'm going to add another brush and I'm going to darken this area up here. Because we don't want to add the vignette because it darkens out the white veil, which is kind of pointless for all the work we just did, right? So, but the background would be really pretty, just a little bit darker. That way they pop even just a little bit more. Okay, I'm going to click the eraser tool right here because I did get some on her hand, which we don't want. And then maybe some on her chin. Yeah, and his chin. So you see that difference that it made with just adding some dark tones in the background? We could even bring the shadows down on it. Yeah. All right, well, I am very happy with this image. I think this is a beautiful image to present to your clients. What's really nice about this kind of a shot is you can do more wide angle, you can narrow it in a little bit more and get real close to their faces, get that wedding ring into focus. I mean, you can even play with the way that it's cropped. There's so many things you can do with this. So let me know what you think. I would love to see some of your newlywed images. If you have any videos that you want to share with me, please put them in the comments below. Please subscribe. It's super important that we support each other as photographers, whether you're new, intermediate, or you've been doing this for 50 years. I would love to know your experience level, know your thoughts on how I edit my images, and I would love to watch your content. So please comment below, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Take care.